We're listening to officials there in Maryland after a bridge collapse in Baltimore. A massive cargo ship collided with that bridge overnight around 1:35 in the morning. And now we're hearing from the Maryland governor there that they are ruling this an accident so far, with no credible evidence that this was an act of terror. Right now, we're hearing 6 people are still unaccounted for. I want to go to our ABC senior national correspondent, Terry Moran, who's there in Baltimore. Terry, what do we know so far about how this happened?
Well, Diane, as we heard in the press conferences that ABC has been reporting, it seems that this ship, the 948-foot-long Dolly, a Singapore-flagged cargo vessel, you can actually see it still stuck there in the channel, as obviously, that they lost propulsion at some point in the night. They alerted bridge officials that they had lost control of the ship. Hearing the helicopters, search and rescue helicopters from time to time. We're told that there were divers in the water. They were looking on the surface of the water as well, and on the deck of that enormous cargo ship for anyone who may have survived. That effort continues here, but this apparently began when the ship lost propulsion, lost control, and collided into the bridge.
And Elizabeth, the governor confirmed that they did get a signal from the ship that they had lost power and that they did see a potential collision coming. And it sounds like that may have saved some lives with the ability to stop cars from going over the bridge. So what can you tell us about the victims here, the 6 people unaccounted for and the 2 that were apparently rescued?
And Diane, the governor's message to the victims is our hearts are broken. So as we understand it, 1 person has been rescued so far. Those 6 people are still unaccounted for. And there is a very clear effort to continue this search and rescue operation right now. And I do just want to show you, Diane, the scale of this operation from where you are. You can see that the cargo ship there is stuck between the bridge that is collapsed. We have seen U.S. Coast Guard ships circling around all morning. And as Terry mentioned, there are now divers who are searching underwater. Earlier today, police said that they did get sonar activity that indicated that some of those vehicles were underwater, so that could explain part of the search. We've also seen a heavy helicopter presence here all throughout the morning. Earlier today, confidential briefing memos that were obtained by ABC News indicated that the people who were on board, the crew on board, could be accounted for, but this is a very fluid situation. It has just now been a couple of hours. A lot of the search and rescue was happening in the dark, so now they're really trying to ramp this up to find the victims, Diane.
And I want to bring in ABC's transportation correspondent, Gio Benitez, as well, because, Gio, this is not only a massive bridge, it's also a vital shipping port. Talk about the impact here.
Well, we're talking about one of the largest ports in the country, right? The Baltimore port. I've been there. It's one of the biggest, and it may be the biggest to ship cars, for example. So it is a major transportation hub to get stuff moving through this country, not just in the Baltimore area. And when you're looking at this and you see these images right here that you're seeing, you can just see how big this waterway is and how important it is to this country. Right now, Diane, I think one of the big questions is going to be how this happened, right? We're talking about that loss of propulsion on this ship. When you're looking at the video that we've seen, you actually see at one point the lights turning off. So what caused the power loss? That is going to be very big for investigators right now. You're seeing that video right there with all of the lights shut off. Moments before this, just quite literally seconds before this happened, that's when the lights went off. And so clearly there was some sort of loss of power. And so that's what investigators are going to be looking at.
So again, 6 people unaccounted for there after that massive bridge collapse in Baltimore when that container ship collided with the bridge. Divers are in the water now searching for those missing, and the investigations are underway now to find out how this happened and the broad impact now to shipping and beyond. We will continue to stay on top of this story. Right now, we're going to return to your regular programming. For some of you, that's GMA in the West, and our coverage continues on ABC News Live and on abcnews.com.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.